What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you. This is going to be for the week of June 4th, 2023, and it has been quite a successful few weeks for me. I know it's been a while. I've just had a lot of stuff going on with life and work and everything, and it's been super overwhelming. But here we are. We're here talking about the game, and we're gonna get right into it. So starting off, I did end up finishing up and 100%ing Hitman 2016. So this was really, really nice to get done. I went through and did the last of the masteries that I had to do in each of the levels, along with finishing up. I think the last trophy I had to get was completing 10 contracts, which was pretty easy. But all in all, I really, really enjoyed this game, and I'm looking forward to getting into Hitman 2 soon. I really love Hitman as a franchise and a game, and I just think it's something that's very fun to play. You can be very creative with it, and you can be very over the top, and I just think personally it's a great game. I know that there's some people that think that this style of game isn't for them because it's like the stealthy, sneaky style, and I have to say, like, although I have just played Hitman 2016, I haven't played Hitman 2 or Hitman 3. From what I've played of this game, if Hitman 2 and Hitman 3 are anything like this game in the way that they play, anybody can play them. You don't have to be somebody that's into like really stealthy games, worrying about disguises and things like that. And the game is very forgiving. The AI is very forgiving, and overall, it's just a really, really enjoyable experience because the game does like stupid things and the AI does stupid things, and I just can't get enough of it. So I'm really looking forward to playing Hitman 2 when I get around to it. But, you know, Hitman 2, you have to play Hitman 1 again, so that's going to be fun. And Hitman 3, you have to play Hitman 2 and Hitman 1, so that's fun. So I'm going to be playing a lot of Hitman. But yeah, if you think you're on edge because of, like, you know, oh, I don't really like stealthy mechanics, it does have those stealthy mechanics, but that's not, like, the core of the game. It's not as, like, you know, I'm gonna start blasting as like maybe Hitman Absolution, but you could definitely do some blasting if you want to, but it's not as unforgiving as other games like Hitman 2 or Hitman Contracts or anything like that, or even Blood Money. So yeah, that's that. Hitman 2016, 100%, no platinum there. That's kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. We get games done regardless of if there's a platinum or a 100%. So then up next we have a random game. I don't know if I talked about this last time, but it is MLB The Show 20. I was kind of like in between games at the time, finishing up Hitman and then waiting for Star Wars and doing some other things. So I ended up playing MLB The Show 20 because I was on the show, the Madden, you know, back and forth, and it was time to play a baseball game, and it's fun to play a baseball game since it's baseball season. But I did end up completing everything in this game other than essentially getting my universal profile to silver level 1, which I believe is like level 70 or level 80 or something like that. You get or maybe it's 100. I don't know. It might be 100 because that's halfway there. I don't know. I haven't played this game in a while. I basically got everything in the game done, everything else in the game done, like literally everything, conquest, things like that. That emote that I was worrying about, or not emote, yeah, we're Fortnite emoting here. The animation, the slam animation, ended up getting that off the market. So I basically did everything in the game, collected all the players, got all the golds, got all the stadiums, you know, got a run or more in each inning. Like basically, literally everything in the game I've done, other than reaching level 50 and then getting silver level 1, which again I think is level 100. At the moment, I want to say I'm like in the 30s, which is kind of insane. So I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I've read methods about AFKing. I've read methods about AFKing like a game at a time with like some weird settings and everything. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about this. I'm not 100% sure. I also was like playing the game for fun, and I was playing on the easiest difficulty. And I was playing like the Legends team against like a single A team or double A team. And I was getting a lot of XP there, but it didn't feel like enough to keep playing. So I want to get back into this and kind of, you know, figure out how I'm going to tackle it. But for the time being, it's on the side because I have some other things that I'm kind of worrying about. But yeah, I really enjoyed playing this game. But again, it's on hold. Then next we have Hogwarts Legacy, which I did end up platinuming, and I believe there might be a DLC coming out for this soon, and the PS4 version for this also released. But yes, I did platinum this. I had everything done in this game other than the collector trophy, which I don't even know where that is. But this game is phenomenal, man. It's crazy. So I played this game when it came out, and I did enjoy it. I really, really enjoyed it. And if you guys know me, I love open world games. I love collectathons. And I really, really enjoyed playing the game. I love the environments of the game, the castle, the surrounding areas, the valleys, things like that. I really enjoyed all of it. And even as I was playing through, I wasn't really getting bored of it. And then I kind of put the game down for a while, and then I picked it up to do the map chamber trophies with each of the houses. And then I put it back down, and it's crazy because I put the game down for like a few weeks maybe, and I kind of missed playing the game. Even though I had already put like probably 80 hours into it, I kind of missed the game. And right now, just talking about it, like I kind of, miss playing this game. There's just something about it. I think it's the atmosphere of the map. Like, I think it will really hit you more if you're more of a Harry Potter fan, or not, I wouldn't even say fan, but like if you've watched the movies and you are like up to date with the movies, like it may hit a little different, but there's just something about it, man. It's the environment. It's just, I mainly think it's the environment. It's not necessarily the characters, I would say. Like, the characters definitely are good, but I don't think the characters are what, at least for me personally, the characters aren't really what made the game and made me want to keep coming back to the game. It was just the thought of, like, you can explore the castle, you can explore Hogsmeade, you can explore the surrounding valleys, you can literally do anything you want to and explore all that stuff. And even though the game makes you do a lot of collections and collect a lot of stuff, I really enjoy that in games. And I know a lot of people don't enjoy that, but I personally do enjoy that because it makes you explore every single area of that map. And with doing that, you're able to see things that not a lot of players, or I should say like average players that aren't going to be doing all the collectibles, that not a lot of those people are going to see. So being able to see those things, I think, is really cool. And just the thought that a developer put time to put that in that location or do that in that location and create these locations and then going to explore them, I think is just really cool as well. So I really like doing all that stuff, even though it can take a long time and it can feel, like a slog sometime. If the game is made properly and the environments and everything are made properly, it does make it pretty enjoyable to play through. Other games that are like that I, sickeningly enjoy is, any sort of Ubisoft game, because, yeah, it can be really, really tiresome to get through some of those games and boring and everything. But as you're making your way and sweeping your way through the map, you're going to see things in those environments that's just like insane, like absolutely insane. Yeah, the storytelling probably isn't the best. Yeah, the quests probably aren't the best. Yeah, the collectibles that you're collecting, they probably aren't the best, but the environment that you're exploring is absolutely absurd. And that's exactly how I feel about this game. And like, the thought of just going back to this game just for the environment itself is like something, something else. But regardless of what I'm saying and how much I'm rambling, I really enjoyed the game. I do want to do the PS4 version at some point, but just with every other game that I have and a bunch of other games that I'm wanting to play and things that I'm wanting to do, that's like on the super back burner for the time being. But did finish up Hogwarts Legacy. I did make videos on both Hitman and Hogwarts Legacy, getting the platinums along with the next game that I'm about to talk about. So if you want to go watch any of those, they'll be the most recent videos on the channel uploaded after this one, of course, because this is the most recent one. Well, maybe not by the time you're watching it, but, you get the point. Then up next, we have Tilting Tiles Micro Challenge. This was provided to me by Eli and Treefall Studios. Kind of like a little surprise drop here. And all in all, I really enjoyed this game. I've played all of the Tilting Tiles games that Treefall Studios has made. And this one's just a nice little medium, or I would say a medium, or like an intro into the Tilting Tiles franchise, per se, if that's what you want to say, where you can get a little taste of what the other games have to offer. And this one is just, as the title states, it's a micro challenge, so it's a smaller version of those. Only 20 stages in this. You are going to have to complete the stages in a certain amount of moves, but a majority of those stages, you need to complete them in those moves in order to progress to the next one. There's only a handful that don't actually follow that minimum move, so all in all, really enjoyed the game. I think it's only like 50 cents or something, so if you haven't picked it up already, would highly suggest picking it up along with all the other Tilting Tiles games. They're just like fun puzzle games to play in between when you're doing, whatever multiplayer grinding or single players or whatever you're doing. Nice little fun games to put in between there. Then up next we have, I would say, one of the bigger pushes. I believe I talked about this in the last trophy talk. I was playing it at the time, but I don't know if I made too much progress, but I need to kind of tidy this up as soon as possible from a multiplayer standpoint. But it is Syndicate. Yeah, it's Syndicate. So the servers for this go down on June 15th, which is about a week and a half. I have to, really buckle down and finish this up. But the main thing that I had been working on for the past few weeks was essentially just playing through and getting all of the stars in the co-op maps, because you need to get 27 stars. And in order to get 27 stars, you need to beat each of the 9 levels 3 times, if that makes sense. There's 9 levels in the game. You have to beat it on easy, normal, and hard. I think those are the 3 levels. I'm not 100% sure, but you basically have to beat each one of those on each of those levels. They do not stack. And while you're doing that, you're going to be doing things like research, getting XP, leveling up, and everything like that, which is then doing challenges, which is going to go towards this trophy, CEO. So that's the main trophy that I really need to work for. Other than that, I think all of these other trophies can be completed in the single player. The only other one that I'm like kind of somewhat worried about, which I should probably try to do, but like I'm not sweating it, is this trophy to professional. I know this breaching 873 grenades can be done from the single player. It does count the multiplayer, but it can be done from the single player. I believe Nowhere to Hide can also be done from the single player, Half a Millionaire's single player, and then using the breach ability 300 times is also done from the single player. If you guys have done this, please let me know if there's any other trophies that I do need to kind of focus on within the next week and a half. But my main focus right now is finishing up the research that I need. I did all the stars. I'm almost done the research and then doing the challenges. I believe I'm a little bit above 80% done the completion, but just doing the research and everything, I should really blow through that. And I just need to find an efficient way to gain XP and everything to do the research and everything that I need. But I believe all these other trophies up here are can be done all in the single player. Again, if you guys have done it, please, let me know if I'm spewing bullshit or not, because I've been reading so many guides on this, because there's not really anything that's like super efficient, I should say. I've mainly been reading True Achievements, but because PlayStation trophies and nowhere else has really that good of guides. But yeah, if I'm missing anything, please let me know. Again, the professional one I know can be easier in the multiplayer, but I believe all of the guns that you use in the multiplayer can be achieved and used in the single player. It's just really, really annoying because it's hard to track which guns you've gotten 50 kills with, because there's no tracker in the game to tell you how many kills you've gotten with each gun. So you kind of almost have to keep track of it on your own, which is really freaking annoying. I do not like that at all. I would not advise to anybody to do that. But yeah, that's that. We're making progress. I'm definitely going to have CEO done by hopefully maybe the end of the weekend. I'm going to put a lot of time into this, and I need to get it done, basically. And it's probably going to be my main focus. Even though the next game I have been playing and everything, I think I'm going to swap my focus to Syndicate to get it done like fully. But the next game that I've been playing, and I've been playing since it came out, well, I gave it a little bit of time because I was waiting. I heard really bad things about this when it came out with performance and everything. But the last game that I've been playing is Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and I've really been enjoying it. I uploaded 2 trophy guides over on Trophy Owners Gaming. I'm planning on doing a full collectible guide, but again, with just everything that's been going on recently, I've been like super swamped with everything. Like you can even tell by the stamps of me just playing through the single player, which that's literally all I'm doing right now is trying to play through the single player. I mean, you're talking May 15th, 16th, 18th, 21st, 3 days later, 26th, 5 days later, 29th, 3rd, 4th. So I've really been taking my time playing through this game, and it's really been the main game that I've been playing. Over the past few weeks, I've probably only put a solid maybe 2-3 nights max into it's probably more 2 nights max into Syndicate, playing through that. So Jedi Survivor has gotten all of my time, but I've just been trying to play through the single player, so I only have a few more things to do in order to get through, and then I'll be rolling out the rest of my trophy guides, collectible guides, things like that over on Trophy Owners Gaming. So if you haven't already, go subscribe over there, and if you haven't made it through this game and you plan on getting through it at some point, I'll have trophy guides for you. I'll also have trophy guides for any other game that I play, like Syndicate when I get through the single player, or like literally anything else. So yeah. Anyway, I know it's not a lot, but that's what I've been playing over the past few weeks. What do I plan on playing in the upcoming weeks? So like I stated, or upcoming week, as I stated, my plan is to get through Syndicate and get fully done the multiplayer by the end of this upcoming weekend. If I can get done earlier, that would be great, but my, end goal is by the end of the weekend. After Syndicate, after I get done the multiplayer for Syndicate, I do want to get back to Jedi Survivor, but I've been debating if I just want to knock out the single player in Syndicate once I get done the multiplayer, just to get the platinum done. I'm not really sure. I know I typically don't do that, but part of me is thinking like I want to do that. But if people can confirm that if people can confirm the trophies that I need to get in the multiplayer and I'm able to get those, then I may just leave it and come back to it at some point. I'm not 100% sure how I want to deal with it. I don't think the single player is really that difficult to get through. It's more the multiplayer that's a grind. And then after that, I do plan on getting through Star Wars Jedi Survivor, again, finishing up the story, and then throwing out, or I shouldn't say throwing out, that's such a bad way to phrase it, creating... making the rest of my trophy guides and collectible guides for that, and then moving on to the next thing, getting done Star Wars. So it's going to be interesting. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do and how I want to go about this, playing what I want to play. So when I get done Star Wars Jedi Survivor, technically, if I'm going to keep doing my Hitman Star Wars rotation, the next game that I should play, or I could play, is Hitman 2. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a little different. And it's not really that different, but I think the game I'm going to play after Star Wars Jedi Survivor is I'm going to play Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on the PlayStation 3, and I'm going to get that done. And I've really just had like the biggest urge and itch to play Assassin's Creed. I know that like Assassin's Creed Mirage gameplay got released. I haven't watched it. If you guys know anything about me, I do not like watching gameplay releases or anything like that, because I don't like to it's not really a spoil thing. It's like a getting a hopes up thing. You can't get your hopes up if you have no hopes to start off with. So like if you don't watch anything, you can't get your hopes up. So when you actually sit there and play it, you can have your own raw like thoughts right away. And that's mainly how I play a majority of my games. I don't like watching any gameplay trailers. I don't like watching any gameplay or reviews or anything like that beforehand. Like if I'm interested in a game, I want to buy that game. I want to put my own logical thoughts together without thinking about or hearing about what anybody else has to say about the game in order for me to make my decision whether I like the game or whether I don't like the game. I still have yet to watch a single review on Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I've still yet to watch a single video on Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and I won't do it until I, at a minimum, beat the game. But I probably won't even watch stuff after that, because I'll just want to get the platinum and, formulate my own thoughts from playing the game. But I haven't watched anything on AC Mirage, so that's that. But yeah, I want to get through, again, I'm debating if I want to do the single player for Syndicate after I do the multiplayer, and then obviously getting through Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and then I think I'm going to do Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on the PS3, and then maybe other Assassin's Creed games. Like I've been thinking about doing the Chronicle games on the Vita, which I'll do on the PS TV. But then I also do want to get through MLB The Show 20, and then if I get through that, then possibly starting Madden 20, or trying to play through. So there's a lot of things that I'm going back and forth between. There's not really any new games coming out that I'm like super excited for, other than Assassin's Creed Mirage, obviously. But there's time for that to come out. So I have time. I have like the whole summer and everything. I'm not going to be rushing getting through anything. But yes, that is my goal. I don't know how fast I'll get through these games. I have no idea. Like I said, I've been super swamped with everything in life recently, so I've really not been having a lot of time to play games in the first place. But it be what it be. It is what it is. I'll play the games as I play the games, make the guides as I play the games, and have fun while I play the games. But that is really that. There's also some multiplayer games that I really need to get back to and finish up at some point, and some other platinums that I need to get back to. Like I need to go back and finish up like BioShock 2 on the PS3. I need to finish up a few other games like Resident Evil 6 on the PS4, Resident Evil 6 on the PS3, Resident Evil 5 on the PS. There's some games that I need to go back and finish, but they're like super back burner unless the servers get announced to be going down, then will become like the main priority. There's also other games down here that I've played in the past that I need to go back and finish because I finished them, or I've basically finished them. That games being like Knack or getting back to Anthem or really just anything that I've played recently that I kind of just put away. I want to get back to them at some point. But yeah, those are games that like I really, you know, not that I need to, but I really want to do them on stream. But again, just with everything going on, since I barely had time to play games, I've barely had time to stream. Like when I have time to play games, like I don't want to stream because like I'm just so exhausted. So it's like this, I don't know. It feels like a never-ending cycle, but I kind of do it to myself, but like I don't know, maybe it'll end one day. Wow, that just got philosophical. But yeah, I've been making my way through a lot of games, plan on making my way through more games. I appreciate everybody that sticks around and listens to these videos and supports all of my uploads that I have been doing recently, even though I know I've been super, super inconsistent. I do appreciate everybody sticking around and sticking with me. And hopefully this consistency will come around soon, I promise. But right now, it do be hard. It do be hard. But if you've made it this far, leave down in the comments below. Let's think of a word to leave down in the comments below. Let's leave. Let's keep it Star Wars related. Let's down in the comments below. Say Darth Talon. If you've made it this far, and I won't tell you how to spell it. Spell it how you think it should be spelt. That's all I'll say. But I do appreciate you guys sticking around. If you enjoy this content or if you enjoy any of my content, please be sure to leave a like. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff, my Twitter, my Twitch, other videos like this, my platinum trophies that I've gotten over the years, 100%, things like that. So if you want to go check any of that stuff out, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you guys have been playing also down in the comments below. I love reading everybody's progress, games that they've been getting through, or goals that they've been setting themselves. I really, really do love reading all of that stuff. Again, if you've made it this far, please leave a like. Consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you guys around sometime soon.